Okay, welcome to today's lesson on UVW Unwrap. We are looking at how to take a shape and wrap a picture around it. So here in 3ds Max, I have a flat 2D picture. Okay, I have this made from a paint picture. I just added some colors and stuff. So we're doing Steve's head since it's already kind of matches the shape that we got to do some introductory here. So let's see how this works in the real world so that we can kind of jump in and understand it when we're doing it in 3D. So I have a normal box. Can I flatten this out and turn this in and add Steve's face to each one of these sides? You betcha. So, but just as a reference point, let's kind of put in a few marks in here so we understand. If this was his face here, right? We can put a hairline across here and down. Okay, so this would be kind of his hair. Let's do the two eyes here, just so we can kind of remember where the face is. And I'll do some blue here. Okay, and the mouth, just enough as a reference point. So a couple pixels over, up, and down, real rough. Okay, so if that's the face, right, then this would be the side of the hair where you go up and over for the ear. Okay, same thing over here. And it goes up and over. And so that would be, okay, side here. Side here, because once we unwrap it, we need to be able to see what this would be the top of his head. So this would be dark color for hair, and this would be back. All right, and this is kind of his neck where it attaches to the bottom, but let's just write on here neck. So now when I open this up, okay, let's untape it. How many sides is on our dice? On our cube, only 6. Now, I did it out of a flat piece of paper, so I have some extra sides that we're not using. And in this case, if I fold these over, okay, this is how it looks. All right. So now if I were going to take my picture that I did in paint, okay, this is 3 by 3. That's 9 squares across. But this is 4 by 3. Can I do it? Yeah. I just have to realign it. So if this is my printout here, right, I have the face, the side, the top, and the back. So these would be fine. All I would need to do is cut one of these out for his neck. And we can put that here. These we don't need to use. We can fold these over. And now we can refold our box up, and we have a full working Steve. Okay, so this is exactly what we're doing in our shape. We're going to draw a blank box, okay, and then we're going to take a wrap. So if we think of this box as having our X, Y, and Z, we're going to take a wrap, which is a second layer, and X, Y, and Z is already used, so now we're using U, V, and W for our coordinates, since X, Y, and Z is already used on our basic block shape underneath, because this is a wrap that goes around it. So let's try this in the real world. Now, can I do that on other shapes that are not squares and cubes? Absolutely. For instance, how would this look if I did this on a cylinder, right? I could take a cylinder and I cut this can apart, right, and flatten it out. And I have 1, 2, and 3. And these would be my surfaces that I could wrap around the cylinder. We can do that in a future unit. So let's start with Steve, and we'll see how our tools work. And then we will jump in later on and see if we can do a few other shapes. But let me open up 3ds Max. I'm going to close this and let's just start with a new file. So let me pause the video here. That's going to be our intro, and we will jump in our next video with actually starting Steve from a blank cube. So I will see you in the next one. Thanks for joining me in this intro to UVW unwrapping.